I think we all pulled into a parking lot and we're stunned to see this gorgeous oasis awaiting us this morning. Richard Bound joining us from Urban Terrace and Terrace Landscaping. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the creation here this morning.
Yeah, well,
this is what you do on a daily basis.
Yeah, this is what we do on a daily basis, and I heard all sorts of comments about, this was supposed to be an asphalt parking lot set, and here we are, like on sod, real sod, by the way. Just rolled right out on top of the asphalt for today's program. But
it's stunning to see, and I think for most people, it's when they're in this environment, in their own backyards, in their own property, that they really feel like they can separate themselves into a totally different world.
Well, and it's important to sort of create different zones, which is what I sort of focused on doing back here. So it's definitely sort of a lounging area, more of a dining bar setting, the hot tub area. So I think we'll do a bit of a
walk. Yeah, we are. Right now we're focusing on this one. This one was my favorite right back here. So what would you call this with the gorgeous lounge chairs?
It's a bit of a zen feel to it, and with all the bamboo and the different sizes of bamboo. Still sticking with tropicals this time of the season is kind of a nice idea, because it's always nice to think about warm weather.
We can dream.
And then adding, chrysanthemums and some fall color to the garden, yeah.
And is it interesting to see these types of furniture? I mean, these are gorgeous chairs that they can last in this environment in Canadian summers and winters.
And the resin that the furnishing aspect, which is available at the Urban Terrace, is from, in fact, Hauser Furnishings on Carling Avenue. So I'd like to thank them for donating their furnishing for our set here today. And yeah, it's definitely like comfort is where it's at.
Absolutely. We've got the stability. We've got gorgeous, was it cast iron in terms of this table that we saw here?
Yeah, it's a nice heavy set of cast iron. And it's got a couple of swivel chairs and sort of a bar height round table, a 4-foot table.
And then we've got the great multicolors and the flashing lights in the hot tub as well. But to create that environment of having the lounges and the chairs next to the hot tub.
Yeah, and tying that in with your loungers, your umbrella, the sort of the color swatches, and whatever sort of, whether you're into sort of cappuccino colors, or if you're into, we have like sort of a teal color going on. So yeah, it could be like a lipstick red, it could be whatever you're after, so totally.
And it could be whatever you dream of, and that's what you do, right? You have clients coming in and say, this is an idea, and from there, that's when you can be creative.
Well, it's all about sort of starting with the ideas, the concepts, and evolving that into a design, and then taking it to the next level and implementing those changes. So yeah, it's definitely a lifestyle change.
Absolutely, and for people to enjoy, get more out of their home, get more out of their environment. We've got gorgeous rocks, we've got different planters, and one of the things right now that we're focusing on is getting into the outside appearance right now into fall. Lisa's joining us as well, and we've got this wonderful opportunity to create what you were saying.
Yeah, so I've pulled in a Madison planter. It's a resin, which is a fairly lightweight container.
Oh, I thought it was going to you're right.
The beauty about this product is it won't fade, it won't warp in the sun, it won't crack. It's fantastic. You leave it out 12 months of the year, and there's never any issues with these planters.
But you have to fill them.
But you have to fill them.
All right,
so you start out with a little river wash stone or gravel for your drainage, and then you put your soil in. And what Lisa and I are going to do today, Lisa is our lead horticulturist at the Urban Terrace as well as Terrace Landscaping, and what we're going to basically do is come up with a piece that you can put on either flanking an entranceway or on one side of the entrance for a seasonal winter container.
All right, so we've got about a minute to get this all in and
so
done.
Let's grab this guy right here. This is a blue Moffat juniper, and they're pretty heavy. So we'd basically get into planting that, and you could either get into leaving this blue Moffat juniper as is, just with maybe some black polished rock in underneath the base here. We'll grab a couple of these chrysanthemums to add some color, and Lisa, maybe you can put one of them out front. So at your front entranceway, what you can do, and it's as simple as that, is to, add 3 or 4 colors that you like at the base of this nice caviar black container, contrasting with the sort of the blue spruce blue.
That looks great. And then, of course, right there, really quickly, we're just showing you something that you were able to create, another way of the variation of the planter to have it like that.
Yeah, and the planter is a formal container. It's got a nice boxwood in it. It's got some blue fescue, some Japanese bloodgrass. So you can sort of have fun with it for sure.
Well, wonderful ideas.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for what you've done for us today.
Yeah,
And we're just,
awesome.
we loved pulling up. We have to take a short commercial break. We're going to be back. Sarah Freemark's got a story. I believe we're dogging it. That's coming up. CTV Morning Live. We are live where you live in Bell's Corners. See you after the break.